What's up, guys? Today we are going to go over two trades that we have taken. One trade from Monday and one trade that we took this morning. And we're also going to talk about this one here, where we were eyeing up a buy, but why don't I take this trade? So let's get right into it. So first of all, let's talk about this Monday trade here. So we have this massive gap right here that's formed from Sunday to Monday, or well, Friday to Monday. Uh, so my first instinct when we start down here is that we sweep so much liquidity. All of these lows here, this low here, even these lows down here is being swept. So a lot of liquidity to the downside is being taken, which means our only real targets is now to the upside. And first of all, these two highs right up here. I had this marked out for my day target up there. I was concerned, maybe we go and take out this Asia low now, for example, or this London low, for example. But we can see when we came into London here, Asia had distributed to the upside. It had formed an accumulation phase right here. And then we see a sweep to the downside and a follow through, a new distribution to the upside. So now we come into New York, or in between here, we can see that we start to accumulate here after this distribution. It's fine. We sweep some liquidity to the upside. We create an equal high up here. Really, really good target right there. And then we sweep the liquidity to the downside. And remember, just because this breaks structure here doesn't mean we are looking for sells. Like, this isn't a distribution to the downside. This is a two-way manipulation. We are taking out this accumulation phase right here. So this right here is inducement, which means the market makers, the institutions, and the banks are inducing people to get into a sell down here with their stop loss above here. So essentially what they are doing, they built this double top up here. Then they induce people to get into sells down here, which means now there are even more liquidity at these equal highs up here. So don't let this fool you. And this is what I mean. Trend is not always going to be your friend. Trend is not always going to be your friend. We need to follow the AMD model, or the power of three, as some people call it. Or follow, we follow the distributions. Where are the distributions? Distributions to the upside. Very strong move to the upside. Distribution to the upside. Strong move to the upside. So we are still respecting this distribution with the sweep. If we broke below here, it would have been another story, because then price would likely have been pushing down during New York session, but it did not. So now I'm not really, my entry sometime will be a bit scuffed because I'm not that, my entries doesn't have to be that precise, so to speak. So I really, all I did was I waited for a distribution on the 1 minute to start. And, we had the first here, we had some accumulation, a little bit of sweeps here, one sweep, swept this low, and then, but what I did this was when I saw this distribution up here, I just pressed buy and I put a safe stop loss in right here, because that's enough for me. Otherwise, what can happen is, if you're unlucky, price doesn't come back. Like, if you stay on the 15 and you wait you won't get in until up here. And then you sit the whole session and wait for that. So ideally, I want to get in the beginning here as early as possible. And I was pretty sure we were going up, so I took that trade. So yeah, that was a really good trade. So what I want you to take from this is your entry doesn't have to be that precise. What has to be precise is how you follow structure. Distribution, accumulation, two-way manipulation, new distribution, just go in on the distribution. The entry doesn't have to be that precise that you have to wait for a pullback back to a imbalance, whatever. This is good. This is good to do as well, but you don't have to. Okay, so it's fine just pressing buy. The entry isn't the main thing. The main thing is that you have got your directional bias correct, and that you have a safe stop loss below safe lows. So so yeah, I just press buy there. What you could have done is, you would have gotten a little bit better entry if you took your entry from this imbalance here, for example, or this IC candle down here. Would have been a little bit better risk to reward, but that was a massive trade anyways. So I'm a bit more aggressive with my trades sometimes, just to not miss out on any trades. So therefore, I just pressed buy up there. My market executed up there. And then this turned out to be a massive. I sat through this, most of the TP was already taken up here pretty much. I at 1 to 3, I'm out most of it anyways. And at 1 to 5, I am out even more. So the last run here is basically just 5% of the original position. So it's not 8% gain on that trade, but it's still a massive runners trade. I love to leave some runners for extra profits. So that's a beautiful trade. Then we talked about this one in the Discord a bit. Why I don't take this trade here? Because this is the same scenario pretty much. A sweep to the downside. I didn't find this sweep as good. I know that this low here is a sweep, and this is a perfectly fine trade to take a buy on. Perfectly fine. It's following the directional bias, accumulation, manipulation. The only difference between the manipulations there is this is a clear low to me. Like this accumulation phase here makes sense to me. That we sweep this low that's a very clear low, clean low. So there's definitely liquidity below this low, and there's definitely liquidity below these above these highs. So that's why this trade makes sense to me. This one, I didn't find this liquidity sweep that good, so that's why I didn't take the setup. But we talked about this, and I said by that this is a fine trade to take, but yeah, I didn't find it that amusing, so I didn't take it. But still, it's following the directional bias. So a buy here is correct. It's correct for sure. But I didn't find this liquidity sweep as good as the previous day, for example. So I just left it out, and I'd already taken a massive win, so I wasn't that keen on getting into a trade there. And then New York just shopped around, so nothing happened there. We watched some USD JPY instead and some gold. No trade taken though, so that's fine. This morning we took this trade here, and this is very straightforward as well. This liquidity sweep here, really good sweep for me. Then yet again another sweep up here as well. So a lot of clear targets being taken out here by this liquidity sweep, and then we start seeing a distribution to the downside, and that's where I notice this order block, massive order block right here. This is an FU candle right there. These two candles here. So I just set my limit at the low here. You can see we had some SMT with DXY here as well, as you will see. Yeah, that low here. This is SMT right there. So this high actually got taken out on the DXY, but SMT is good for. That was another confidence while we were in the trade that this is gonna be a good trade. So full confidence on that trade, which is really nice to see. But yeah, we're letting this run right now. First take profit has already been taken, so that's good. I'm out 20% right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and maybe this will be the trade for the whole day. Maybe this is what we're gonna sit through on during New York as well. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is. It's slowed down a bit now. It's risk free already. Maybe we can find a new setup in New York to add on to this one. Because as you've seen my rules now, I only take a new second trade if the first position is running risk free. That you would have seen if you have seen the first lessons in the masterclass, and I have showed you my trading plan. So yeah, beautiful 2 trades. Really good start to the week. 2 banger trades already. No loss yet. So we'll see when the first one comes here this week. If we have a if we even have a losing trade this week, we'll see. We can hope. But we'll see. We are ready for everything. So with that, we are preparing for the New York session and the live stream today. So if you haven't joined the Discord, it's if you're on the free members tab, you can join for free, chat with us. We are giving out a lot of valuable information in the general chat, free chat. So feel free to just join that, and I will see you around. Thanks for watching, guys.